Hello and welcome to Joyless Gaming and Injustice 2 Ability Analysis. Catwoman? Yeah. Anyway, first of all we'll get Low Whip. Very stylish. Down back 1, this replaces the up whip that she normally has with this low. There's quite some range on it. Similar to her down plus back 3. You meter burn it for extra damage and stomping on their face. But grounded, I suppose you can grounded punish. You want a side switch, maybe. Next is Air Cat Slash. This is back forward 2 in the air. It's the same thing as this. In fact, it is the same thing as this. You can't use this meter burn twice in a combo. And you can't do that. Or you can meter burn it, but it will always be too late. That's the funny thing. No matter if you use that early, you can get the regular stun. But if you've already done back forward 2 in a combo, doing that will not let you continue the combo. If you use something else as a combo tool, like that, then you can get a restand, essentially. Well, it's not a restand, but you can get an extension for another bar if you want to style on your opponent, I guess. And, you know, if you know what you're doing, you can come up with a better ender than that. Next up is Cat Claws. This is down forward 3. It replaces her rising Cat Claws with a move that does that. You can also meter burn for a ground bounce, which does actually give you enough room for a bounce attack. And this is actually a better combo launcher than the rising Cat Claws because of the scaling is actually... Well, I stuffed up the ender, but the scaling is actually better on this down forward 3 meter burn for a full combo launch. It doesn't seem to have iframes as a wake-up, whereas her usual one, I think, does. Or maybe it's just gets airborne quickly, so it moves you out of the range. It's hard to tell with Catwoman's moves. It's sort of easy to tell which isn't a wake-up, because, you know, anything too slow is not a wake-up. But this does not appear to be usable as a wake-up, but it is a combo tool. Next is Chaotic Cat. Now this is a trait replacement. It replaces it with that animation, which I think, from memory, it's hard to check. I think that was her trait in the first game. It functioned the same way as it does in the second one. It just was a different animation. But her trait, as it usually is in the second game, can be meter burned for extra damage, and this one cannot be. It does have the dubious distinction of being ostensibly plus on block, but it is definitely safe by the looks of it, despite the weird positioning. And near as I can tell, this does have wake-up invincibility, which I think her regular trait does as well. But, again, it's hard to figure out sometimes. Next is Cat Call, which calls a cat to come in and help you out. It does quite a stun. As you can see, you can still combo a bit after the cat has left. This is a 2-slot ability. Doesn't replace anything, so that's good. But what it does is it lets you extend combos or get a restand, because if you... See, they're still standing. They're back to standing again. The thing I'm not on the right background or even the right person to demonstrate is that it can drastically extend combos in combination with certain environmental interactions, particularly as I've seen a massive combo on one of the stages of Brainiac's ship It's obviously a bit too slow to combo into, although you could use it as a setup tool as well. Which is also helpful. With this Catwoman hitting mid, being very plus, stunning you for a significant period, not costing resources. Finally, 9 lives, which is also a 2-slot ability, and replaces her trait, and I have to demonstrate it in a regular match instead of here in practice mode because it gives her a revive. As you see, Cat comes in, wakes her up, gives her 250 health. Now, it's important to note, I checked this with a different loadout that had gear on and had a different health value. It still only came back with 250 upon death. Well, 250 plus whatever critical fragment you had. So that's why I went down to 0.27 and it gave 250 on top of that 0.27. Which is why, of course, there's a gear set that she has where the set bonus gives her extra health when 9 lives revives her. So that is it for Catwoman, only the 6 abilities. She was pretty good earlier on in the game, but I don't think that she's stayed as top tier as she used to be. Anyway, thanks for watching. There's only a handful of these left now to do, so I'll have to come up with something else to do with myself. Bye for now.